EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Rams getting set to go now. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Again, it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow, that one taken in by T. Higgins. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 17, Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Burrow going to throw again. Goes right back to Smith again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Mixing up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, it's 2-2 Atwell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 38, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Burrow will throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Let's go get it. Come on, baby. You make a play. It's showtime, baby. smart, baby. Do this. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. From the 38, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Mixon with a first down carry. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A draw play for Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and you're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air again, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point by McPherson up and good. And it will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 83 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Here we go. Let us dictate. Come on, boys. Let's go.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Stafford on first down. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on second down, Stafford, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Akers into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Here we go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing, baby. Let's go, man. Come on, let's go. Hey, big man. Come on, baby. Get low.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Oh, nice move. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's get that touch.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. to Mixon on the check down. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
It's showtime, baby. Show us to go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And Burrow going to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. This is Mixon on the draw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. To throw is Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Stafford looks to throw again. That one complete to Skoranek. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On the give, this is Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Toward the pylon, caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd love to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.